Welcome to Effective Evolution once again. And with this particular version, we're considering Pia23181, which is a JPEG, and it's a water, sand, and oil region on Mars. May be obtained via the high-rise camera and also via JPL in the photo journal as some sources. At first, it seems a bit overwhelming to go over this particular vista. However, after a while, there do appear to be areas of elevation and outlets where this quote liquid-like substance is flowing at, and and you can make some sense of this panorama via your own prognosis and imagination and whatnot. And it definitely indicates a civilized presence that's responsible for this particular design. Well, let's get right to it and enjoy this explorative hobby. To another episode of Effective Evolution. And this time we're going over PIA 23181, the water, sand, and oil region on Mars. It is a JPEG, and it may be obtained via the photojournal with JPL. At first, this panorama might seem a bit bizarre. However, after you get used to the particular scenario, you can readily discover some structures that tend to make sense of the region. And we're going to probe certain areas, for example, right here and here as well, around here, and these outlets or whatnot. And believe it or not, there's some type of structure in here. Of course, you're welcome to come up with your own imagination and ideas. And these could in fact be buildings, structures, settlements of an alien nature or whatnot. And when you consider that this might be oil or whatnot, and or water, and in this sand or sediment or whatnot, this appears to be an area that's at a lower elevation, and this region up here is probably a somewhat higher region. And we're going to explore that a bit more. And using the probing tools to uncover some of the material that's creating the obfuscations and confiscations and whatnot, it gets very interesting. And if we zoom in a bit, you can discern some structures. For example, right here, there seems to be a very planned, creative design here. A building of some sort. Also around this area here. And we'll focus in a bit on that as well. Now, using the various tools, for example, the dodge tool or whatnot, you can see that there is a design to this, quote, spill of oil, water, or whatever that substance is. It looks like a liquid type of substance, but it does appear to be orderly. For example, you can notice these streaks that have a certain pattern, and the regions around it would cause some logical speculation as well. There appears to be some type of conveyor column here. And just focusing in on some particular regions, you come up with this type of focus. Now, mind you, there's definitely a lot of sediment, dust, sand, ice combination and whatnot around here, but you can see that there could be buildings of some sort in this vicinity. And there are intricate designs in here as well. Of course, you're welcome to use your scaling instruments or whatnot to get some more detail out of that. And you're welcome to your thoughts as well. And here's that other region that we just touched on a bit. I'll zoom in a bit more if I may here, and let's see what we find. Now, you can see that there appears to be some straight edges here. Definitely indicative of some type of civilized architecture. There also appears to be a shadow in the background here. Mind you, this is at quite a higher elevation. So you're welcome to extrapolate and come up with your own conjecture regarding this, but it does appear to be somewhat orderly compared to other areas. And in the background, there appears to be some designs in there as well. Very intriguing. And with the invert tool, you can see that there's definitely a pattern here. This spill or whatnot, this leakage or whatnot, seems to be going over an elevated region here. This appears to be the lower region. This appears to be the upper region here as well. And these outlets, for example, let's focus in on where this is starting from. And you can see that there are some patterns around here. And you can only imagine what type of creative ideas were being practiced here. And here's another, I'll call it a channel or whatnot, but seems to have a logical area to initialize this flow or whatnot. Some interesting structures here as well. And there also appears to be a type of column here, but we'll focus in a bit more on that. right now, and it seems to be right around here. But you would definitely have to let your eyes get more familiar with this particular vicinity. There is an ordered type of structure here, or it does have some indication of having some planned design inside there. Of course, you're welcome to your speculation. It's part of the hobby, you might say. And here's that other region that was just to the lower left of the flow of that oil, water, liquid type substance. And you can see that there does appear to be some type of structure there, as well as other structures arranged inside here. It could possibly be a city dwelling as well. Upon your speculation and your prognosis regarding a past, present, and or future alien presence being at the controls of this topological architecture, there does seem to be an object, a structure, a building of some sort at another level in this area. You're welcome to your thoughts, of course. And here's that quote conveyor column or whatnot once again. And after a while, just getting more and more familiar with Pia23181 on Mars, that may be accessed via the photojournal at JPL, of course, and you can come up with your own thoughts or whatnot. But these definitely are some very interesting areas to consider. There's that area that seems to have a very planned, creative architecture. Also around here, 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 and the areas that have the source outlet or whatnot. There's another area here. you really have to get used to this, quote, hobby of letting your eyes take part in your imagination and speculation. And of course, Mars is continuing to be very, very intriguing. Here's that area there again, and here. After a while, you develop your own technique for zooming in on these creative designs and patterns and whatnot. And there will be many more, of course, many more panoramas to take part with. Until next time, enjoy your exploration. And in conclusion, this area of Mars, Pia23181, the JPEG of the water, sand, and oil region on Mars, is quite intriguing. And after you get more familiar with the territory or whatnot, you could come up with some logical ideas regarding the flow or whatnot and the areas, the vicinity around this particular area. And until next time, continue your space hobby. Thank you for your time.